This is the Human Resources Committee. Today is Wednesday, September 18th, 2019. It is 6:03. 6:03. We are at the Nashua High School North Boardroom. All right, so we're going to take attendance here. Ms. Timmons is joining us by phone. Ms. Timmons, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, and you're alone. You have earbuds in, I believe.
Yes.
Excellent.
So here.
Okay, thank you. Mrs. Porter is here, Mrs. Oden. And we have Mr. Guarino.
Here.
Thank you. And Ms. O'Gara. All right. Okay. The first thing on our agenda tonight is policy GCOA, evaluation of athletic coaches. Excuse me. Would you like to speak to this for a minute, Ms. O'Gara?
Yeah. So there's only two minor change. Sorry, Jim. There's a change on page 1 about performance appraisals being an ongoing process. The big change is really on page 2 at the bottom. What used to happen is we used to present to the board the nominations for the fall, spring, and winter coaches, and now we're asking that we just present them all at once. If you remember, the teachers every year are presented all at once in April or May to the board, and it's more efficient for us to handle the coaches in the same way, and many of them are also, teachers in the district.
Okay, beautiful. Do we have any questions or comments? Mrs. Oden?
We have an awful lot of changes with coaches. They'll still come through HR.
Yes, so if a coach resigns, matter of fact, we, on the personnel agenda, I think that we have, I could be wrong, but I think on the revised agenda, I think we have a resignation for a coach on there, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
We do, and we
Number
have a
one.
those are advisors, yeah.
Okay.
So they're still gonna come through, but the overall renewal, re-election will just be all at once.
Okay, makes sense.
All right. Ms. Timmons, do you have any question or comment? Nope. Okay. Mr. Guarino, all set? All right. Okay, so I move that we accept policy GCOA with the changes presented. I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. And on the motion, Ms. Timmons votes.
Yes.
Mrs. Porter votes yes. Ms. Oden? Yes. Okay, motion carries 3-0. All right. The second item on the agenda is non-affiliated pay raise fiscal year 20. So, Gara,
Yes, these are the non-affiliated employees. They are not affiliated with a union. There's management people in there. I'm in there, Dan is in there, but also the sign language interpreters are in here, and the TIAs in the schools, and the LPNs, and our raise is effective 7/1, so it will go retro back. The board had approved an overall 2.5% for raises. The NASAs went through at 2.5%. And you can see on the far right column, everybody has a 2.5% raise.
okay. Any questions or comments?
Now, I wish I had more money to give some of you guys because I think some of these guys are underpaid. But I know what we did in the negotiation and all that. So, but you guys deserve a little more money than what we're giving you. It's sad to see those salaries, some of them.
Thank you, Mrs. Timmons. I agree. All right. All right, so we don't need a motion for this. It's just informational. All right, okay. move on to, we have a revised personnel recommendation, and everyone present has been given that. Are there any questions or comments on this? I'm sorry, Ms. Timmons, you don't have it, but there are just a couple of changes.
Okay, can you tell me specifically what changes there are? If I have 3. So you added, or what did you do?
We added items to the agenda. We added a
Oh.
resignation for baseball at Pennachuck and a
Okay.
class advisor at South, class co-advisor we're nominating at South. We have a nomination for girls varsity basketball coach, a drama club advisor at North. We have a special ed teacher. The certification just came through at New Searles Elementary, so we added him to the agenda. There's co-coaches for speech and debate at Fairgrounds Middle. There's a National Honor Society co-advisor at North and a co-advisor at South for class advisor.
Okay.
And a speech and debate co-coach
Yes,
at
two.
Fairgrounds.
Both.
Good.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Oh,
at
2 of them.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. All right. Do we have any questions or comments on the revised personnel recommendations? Okay, seeing
So
none.
moved.
I move to accept the revised personnel recommendations dated September 18th, 2019.
Second.
Second. All right. On the motion, Mrs. Timmons.
Yes.
Mrs. Porter votes yes. Mrs. Oden? Yes. Motion carries 3-0. All right. I believe that's everything on our agenda. Do you have anything else?
No,
No?
nothing else.
Okay, beautiful. All right. I move to adjourn.
Second.
All right. On the motion to adjourn, Ms. Timmons?
Yes.
Mrs. Porter votes yes. Mrs. Oden?
Yes.
All right. We are adjourned at 6:10. Thank you, everyone.